the city. Forgot this was here. Yeah, we're back with another stream in Grovewood actually. I'll tell you why I'm not on Lego Worlds, and I'm actually a little bit annoyed with Lego Worlds at the moment. And Lego Worlds has got this glitch where things are disappearing. So like the nightclub what we're building, like some of the doors are disappearing on it. Some of the fence disappeared around the park, and then the swing light despawned for whatever reason, and now for whatever reason I can't place the doors back down at the club because every time I put them down they just keep breaking. It's annoying me because like it's just gonna probably keep happening. Like the more stuff we build, like I'm gonna like go around the world and there's gonna be like play parks and buildings with like doors and windows missing, and it's gonna annoy me because obviously like I want things to stay there, if that makes sense. So it's like it's kind of ruining it. It's kind of ruining the whole like joy of building something, because there's no point in building something if it's just gonna disappear. So I'm probably gonna give it one more chance, and then I'm probably gonna like not play it. It needs some like update or something. Or Martin, you don't need to tell me that I've been sweating like I don't know what today. It weren't too bad yesterday when I was at me raving thing. Like it was sunny, but it wasn't as warm. But today's just been roasting, like literally, because I've been like out and about a bit. Um, and like even just walking, and that's like just a t-shirt, like no rucksacks or anything, and it's just been like it's been practically unbearable for me. Um, yeah. Mate, I've been doing the same, to be fair. It's been like it's been like it's been really warm actually. Um, so yeah, Martin, it is definitely warm. Anyway, I've got a little bit of bad news for you guys actually, regarding the event I went to yesterday. Um, so the night before the event, I wiped the SD card for the camera so we could take it ready to film, and the camera needed a charge, and the charger's been loose on the camera for quite some time. Like for whatever reason it like somehow bent, and it like bent a bit, and it made the actual bit what you connect into the camera like a bit loose and wobbly. And oh, fair enough. Um, and basically the camera charger snapped, so I couldn't take a camera with me yet. Well, I took it with me because we thought my mum might have a charger for it, but it turns out she didn't. And basically, I could only take some videos off of my phone. So I probably didn't take as many videos as I would have liked to have taken. I could have probably taken a lot more videos if I'd have had the camera in use, but I couldn't do anything about it because the charger had snapped. I even messaged a friend who was like, he's basically an animator. He makes animations with figures. Like he like takes pictures and then he moves the action figures and he makes it into a movie. And I know that he has to like use cameras and that for it, and I know he's been doing animating for a while, so I thought he might have a spare camera about. He did, but he wasn't sure where it was, and by the time he found it yesterday, we were already like well on the way. I was like practically, I was like already at my mum's, and we were like getting ready to go to the event, so there was like no way I could have got a camera in time. So I've uploaded a video already today of it, but I still can upload a few videos. I just can't upload anything like I would have done if I'd have had the camera. And some of the videos aren't very long either because I wasn't sure about storage wise on my phone. So unfortunately, I am obviously sorry to tell you, but the camera charger broke, so I couldn't go ahead and do it. But the event itself, the event was absolutely insane. The event itself was like, oh, it was crazy good. The event itself was crazy good. Um, there wasn't actually like a load of people there. Like, it wasn't packed, but it was just it was a nice little event, if that makes sense. It wasn't like made to be like some massive thing with thousands of people. It was only really ever meant to supposed to be a small event anyway. And I think what the main intention was of the event was for people who used to rave back in the day, but then now they've got older and they've got like kids and they work and stuff like that, and they don't get a chance to go out as much. It was like an afternoon thing based where they could just go for like them like hours on the Sunday afternoon to still like to reminisce and listen to that music, and like have a little bit of a boogie like back in the day, catch up with a few friends. And there was obviously, like I say, MCs there. And guess who got added to the lineup, guys? You'll never guess who got added to the lineup at Sunday school. MC Noble. Yep, I actually MC'd there. Now, when I say MC'd there, I didn't like fully go on stage and do a proper like proper set on the stage, but basically like I got to the event, and some of my like some friends who I know, some who have like been out in town with me and Drift on a Saturday night, they all turned up. Like, some of them turned up, which was great. I had an idea that some were coming, but I didn't know like all these were coming who came. And I got kind of boogieing, and the MCs were out, and they were all like saying, oh, let me say a few words in the mic, let me go and MC, go and let me MC. And they were like shouting me out, and then I was stood right at the front near where the barrier is, where the MC was stood, and he kind of held the mic to my mouth, and I just got like a couple of minutes to like bust out a little rhyme over the tune. But I'm telling you, that was probably like one of the best couple of minutes of my life, being able to like, because obviously even though I weren't like fully stood on the stage, I was still like coming through all the mic and the sound system, so everybody who was there like sat down at tables and at the bar, they would all hear me like busting my rhymes, and it was honestly like the best feeling ever to actually like get the chance to do a little, even though it only was a few minutes and I didn't actually like fully stand on the stage or anything. It was still like precious enough to me that I actually was given the chance to do that. And I think my MC style now has completely changed. I'd love to do like what they were doing yesterday, because they weren't doing as such what Pat Flynn would do, which is like make it a whole freestyle over a house beat. Where like Pat Flynn, when you see him live, he'd do like his get on his knees. So I don't think if I was like MCing live, I don't think I'd do like things like Irish Whistle and One Bed Flat. I'd love to do what they were doing, which was just, they were kind of like hyping the crowd. Like, they were going like, rocking up the session, yo, we're rocking the crew. We're rocking up the sexy vibe, get a bit of coming at you. We're coming on down, get a bit of mic, gonna rock this sound. And then like the beats would go a bit quieter, and then they'd be like, yo, get you ready, salute your DJ. Yo, the DJ in the booth. Bit of bad boy gonna blow the roof. That type of thing. And the atmosphere was just so sick. And then of course MC Nats came out, which that was sick. I was right at the front, shook his hand. It was just an amazing event. It was just an amazing event in general. But yeah, I should be able to get a few videos up for you, and they might even be better quality than the camera would be. But it was a really nice little outdoor event. That's all I can, there's not much else I can really say. It literally was just a little nice outdoor event. I enjoyed it. It was nice. It was, like I say, we had decent weather. It wasn't boiling hot, which I suppose was good in a way if you're gonna get like dancing around. And then like I say, like the weather was just it was just nice. Was the weather? There was a bit of sunshine, but it was a bit breezy in the shade. And like I say, it didn't get packed with thousands of people. Just just a few little groups of people come in here and there, and it was a nice event. I went live to Facebook. I tried to go live to YouTube, but it said the connection was too bad for some reason. I don't actually know why. And basically, that's pretty much it. Nothing else really happened, but I enjoyed myself. I actually got in for free as well. I was supposed to pay £6 to go in, but my mum and her bloke had been out the night before, to other clubs which is owned by the same person, and there's a guy who goes on the door, and my mum's bloke knows him quite well, so he let us just go in. He basically let them go in for free last night, and my mum's bloke got to know that he was obviously on the door yesterday, and got us in for free basically, which was it saved me £6, or let's say it was £6 to go on another drink, which was good, and it was just it was just a good atmosphere. It worked out nice. I had a few cold ones outside. I did get on the Jaegers, even though it was Sunday. It didn't bother me. It didn't bother me really. At the end of the day, a do's a do, whatever day of the week it is. And it was one of them hardcore raving do's where you couldn't just sit there and drink a soft drink. Whereas if it had just been a live band on or something, I might have said, I'll just have a couple of beers, that's all, or I might just stick to a glass of Coke today. But you couldn't do that. I had to get onto them, and I got going quite a bit. And it was nice. It was like I say, it went fairly well for an event, which I'd never been to that style of event before, which is a little bit probably weird to say, because I'm obviously an MC myself, but I've never been to an event like that before, even though I am an MC myself. So I don't know really, Martin. I'm having a look round, something I can do. To be honest with you, I might extend the motorway. I'm not really sure what to do, if I'm completely honest. It's a bit I'm just in one of them moods where I don't really know what to build, to be fair, because I'm a little bit stuck with Grovewood. I'm a bit stuck with Grovewood actually, because I don't know what to do with the train track, what's behind here. You've got the train track which comes into the station what we're building at the airport, but I'm kind of not sure where to take the train track after without it getting, because all this back here is going to be the airport, the runways and the planes, and all the airport fire station and watchtower. But obviously you can't have the you can't have the train track going down a runway, if you know what I mean. But it's kind of annoying, because now I don't really know what to do with it. If you get what I mean. I think what I should have done really is I think I should have done the station further back, in my personal opinion. And I think what I should have done is I should have done the station first, and then built this building further back, and then made the train track go down here, and then have the start of the airport here. So like the train would go past the front of the terminal, you know, the main building. But I'm not sure now what to do with the train track without making it look as if it's getting in the way of all the other stuff. So I'm actually a bit stuck at the moment as of like what I can do. But yeah, so MCing like live, which was pretty good. And to be honest with you, I wasn't even nervous. Like I didn't even like hesitate. I just did it. I know I'd obviously had a few drinks, but you know, like I didn't get a bit like I weren't that bad. I remember doing it, and I remember like, you know, I can't remember exactly what I said on the mic, but I know it was like something like, you know, oh, are you coming online later, Martin, before you actually go off the stream? Because I may do a few Park Drive scenes today if Steve comes on. Which, guys, I need to give you an update on Park Drive 100. Park Drive 100 might not come out for a while, unfortunately, guys, because a couple of people, well, Ant has a holiday next week, which I wanted to get 100 done before that, but Martin also has a holiday, and as you know, he played Billy in the last couple of episodes. He, you know, obviously like trashed Sean's house and everything, and you know, like he's obviously like been helping with 100, but he goes away tomorrow, and there's like scenes I need him in. So obviously, if he's away, he can't do the scenes. But then Ant's away next week, and it's just like we're probably not gonna get the episode done for a couple of weeks, maybe even now. You know, basically, you know, that's it. Like, I mean, people there would have been people on yesterday, but I guarantee, like, somebody like Steve wouldn't have come on. Like, there'd have been somebody who wouldn't have made it, who we would have needed in a scene. And I'm not being funny, but I'm not stopping what I do just in the hope that everybody will be online. Because knowing my luck, if I'd have stayed in and said, look, I'll give this event a miss, we've got 100 to do, I guarantee like 2 people had come on and we wouldn't be able to do any scenes. And then I go out and then I'm getting messages like, get back home, get PD done, you know? It's just, you know, one of them things, isn't it? Like, it's the shiz what goes down. It's just the way things are. So hopefully we can get a few more scenes done tonight, and then just try and get done what we can. I don't think Ant's on. I think Ant's working on the bread delivery again at night. You know, don't like defo quote me on it, but I can do some scenes without him. Which, you know, if Steve came on, well, to be fair, yeah, if Steve came on, we could do some scenes, but I would still more than likely need Martin for Billy. I'd probably need Harrison for Harrison, Amir for Jimmy, and, you know, I'd still need, you know, like, quite a few people, because I need people to get in skins as well, for, like, people like Sean and Bill. You know what I mean? But that's just it really, isn't it? Like, I need people, you know, like I need people to do other skins as well. That's the thing with a big episode, guys. Like, if someone can't make it, it's a little bit more like it kind of ruins the PD a bit more than a normal episode does. Because if it's a normal episode and someone can't make it, and they're not like necessarily doing anything important, you can just say like, oh well, we can make out that. So say if Paul couldn't make a normal episode and he wasn't like doing anything majorly big, like in his storyline at the moment, you could say he's gone to get more building supply stuff at Grovewood. You know what I mean? Whereas like on episode 100, because you sort of like need him to be like at the wedding, if he's not on, it makes it more like, you can't shoot the scenes, and that's kind of like the same with Martin and the same with other like characters, like, because like if they're like, oh sorry, I thought I was getting shouted then, but we have other dogs staying over at our house at the moment. Some family members have gone on holiday, and we just basically meant to like just like feed their dogs, and like they come here for a bit in the day. They're meant to go back at night, and like just keep at their house. But they've been like stopping here because we've not been sure if they'd settle on their own for like all night until the next morning, which I think they will. But so they're like the Siberian Huskies, and they're like they're like really like they drop a lot of hairs, but they're like, one of them's like really daft and wacky. Like you just shout his name or just say his name, and he'll go like absolutely crazy and jump up and down, and he'll jump on you and lick you to death. But at the same time, he doesn't like you leaving him. He doesn't like you leaving his sight. If he thinks you're gonna leave his sight, then basically, like he's not happy with you, and he'll like sit at the bottom of the stairs and cry, or he'll sit on your knee so you can't go type thing. He's one of them like really, really, he's one of them like really cuties. But yeah. But so I don't know what's gonna happen stream wise tonight. I'm actually pretty tired. I'm actually knackered, to be honest with you. I was really warm last night. I didn't get much sleep. I woke up at like, well, I went to sleep probably about 10:30, maybe just a bit later, and I woke up about 12:30, and I wanted the loo, and I did go back to sleep, and I woke up about, what would it be, like 4:30? It could have even been 4 o'clock, and I just could not get back to sleep for ages. I woke up, wanted a drink, and I got a glass of water, and for whatever reason, I just couldn't keep for ages and ages, and I must have stayed awake till about from 4:30 to like 6:30. Like, just could not get back to Kip. And then pretty much I did go back to sleep for a little bit after then in the end. Like, I'd say till about, I'd say till about 8, 8:30. From about, maybe like going up for 6 time or something like that. And then I didn't really go back to sleep again after 8:30. But I'm alright. I'm not, I'm a bit, it's kind of like, it wasn't the fact that I weren't tired. It's just I was so like warm that I just couldn't, it like, every time I, like tried to get laid on the pillow would instantly go really hot. And then you just like start to sweat, and it was just like you couldn't get comfy Whereas if I'd have got comfy, I probably could have gone like straight back to sleep and like probably like even slept in or something. But I just couldn't. I just couldn't for some reason today. Well, this morning, so you know, I'm probably just gonna be doing a bit of chilling out. Park drive scenes if I can, depending who comes on. Hopefully some peeps come on, but I do need like a good few people to come on. I can't just get away with 2 people. Like I need some people to get in, like, because I know I need Paul and Billy, but then I do need like, people to go in like Sean's skin, because you know, like, it's hard to explain, but what we've filmed so far already includes them. So like, because as you guys know, the only sort of thing you know about episode 100 is that Derek and Noreen get married. So what I can reveal to you is that they've been setting up at the church ready for the wedding. And I've already filmed like Sean and stuff like that in the episode. So if he and same with Billy. So if he randomly wasn't there for the rest of the episode, or you know, for like a good while, like people would wonder like where he disappeared to, like nobody knew where he went. So you know, so we're just gonna have to see what goes down. Like, if it was a normal episode, we'd get it done no bother, but everyone seems to just get so busy when it becomes a big episode. Like, same with episode 50, like, we were a while, like, getting that uploaded, and, like, people didn't turn up to do scenes and stuff like that, and for whatever reason, some people couldn't get on. Like, I remember Jabbo was meant to be in episode 100, in episode 50, and you know when Ryan crashed his truck into the cafe and the car went into Paul's house. Well, Jabbo's character in Park Drive back then was meant to be upstairs, because he said he wanted to involve his character a bit more. So he wanted him to be upstairs for when all the fire started, and he was gonna like see the smoke. He was gonna come outside like of one of the bedrooms, and then his whole house was gonna be there. Like loads of fire round his, you know, like round the you know, like fire like blocking the staircase, so he couldn't get down, and he had to like break a window and climb out, and but he never even turned up. And then I said after, like, you've missed the episode 100. I mean episode 50. And he just sort of, yeah. He was like, oh, I'm not really bothered really, but he was quite pleased to see how it went, like to watch it, but he didn't seem bothered that he'd missed it. Yeah. 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 What about your friend? It's Aunt Chambers. Wait, are you working today, Aunt? While you're here on the stream? Like, I couldn't remember if you said you were or not. I seem to think you were, like, well, what time are you working, should I say? Like, if you are. Yeah, what time are you working, like? I mean, like, are you coming online? But basically, are you coming online at all? That's my question. Like, are you like starting like at 6, like PM, or are you like starting like 3 in the morning or something again? I'm there now till 8. Oh, fair enough. Are you coming online when you get back? Or are you going to be like knackered? Or I mean, you know, I don't want to pressure you. Like, if you're knackered, aren't you? I'm just like asking so I know. Like, because like if you're going to come online when you get back at 8, then I can put a message in the Park Drive chat to like say that if people come on, then, you know, like if people want to come on, then we'll try and do a few scenes for 100, you know, maybe round, you know, 8:30 going up for 9, just try and get a couple done type thing. And then if they want to come on and do some, they can, and we'll see if we can get some peeps on. But, you know, anyway guys, MC Noble Rap page has now had over 1,000 likes. We hit it yesterday, but I was too busy at the event to really make like a thank you video. So I do need to make a thank you video of that today. But yeah, I actually hit 1k likes. That is so mad. 1k likes, and like I literally well, I didn't drop my phone, but I like just held it in shock. Like, I never thought, like, when I started that page that I'd hit it. Like, I could have cried with tears of joy. So I need to make a thank you video. And I actually got to MC at that event yesterday, and they actually let me do a bit. It wasn't like I didn't properly go up on the stage or anything, but I did like, he like held the mic to my mouth, did one of the MCs, and he just let me like have a little go, because you're not really meant to, are you? But, you know, he let me do it. Like, he shouted me out, and I had a little go, and he was like, yes man. It was good. Is he joining or what, this person? Huh? Yeah. Huh? What's he on about? Tell him it's not a messing about world. Tell him it's not a messing about world. It's a serious professional building world. It's not like some little PvP survival minigame map. It's not where you can just jump around and... Oh well, he's missing out. He could have seen a realistic city, but... Oh well, I'm gonna leave the stream. Anyway, guys, catch you in a bit. Thanks for viewing. Like, comment, subscribe. See you in the next one. Oh.